Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Geno Reynolds and this is WAND Presents The Real Geno. Today we're going to take a look at the conclusion of a trilogy that began back in 1994. Today we're going to talk about Clerks 3, so let's do this.
So let's do this thing!
Can't catch my breath, man.
Really? Should I try mouth stuff?
What is this, a Tinder date? Get off of me. Oh, shit.
Mr. Dante! I need an ambulance at the quick stop!
Saved my life, man. Wish I had a life worth saving.
What are you talking about?
Sit around and watch the same movies over and over.
I always thought you could have made a cool movie.
You're right. I'm living on borrowed time. No more watching movies.
I'm gonna make a movie!
Ever since I saw Clerks back in 1994, man, I'm old, I've been a fan of the View Askew-niverse ever since. Well, I can't say all of them are winners. I'm talking about you, Tusk, and you, Yoga Hosers. I still really like all the movies that are set in Kevin Smith's Jersey. The best way to look at it is that if Jay and Silent Bob are in it, I at the very least enjoy the movie. Movies like Clerks, of course, Mallrats, Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and others all have a very special place in my heart. The humor, the characters, the universe, it all had to start somewhere. Enter Dante and Randall. Clerks began with them, and now it's time for it to end with them. So, what have our lifelong friends been up to since the events of the second movie? Well, they're pretty much in the same place. They both still own the Quick Stop and serve pretty much the same clientele that they did before. But one big thing has changed, and that I'm not going to spoil for you. The plot begins with Randall having a heart attack and almost dying. This leads to him wanting to make a movie about his life at the convenience store. The movie he begins to make begins to look pretty familiar, of course. The making of this movie tests Dante and Randall's friendship like it has never been tested before. For me, long story short, I got everything I wanted from Kevin Smith and his Clerk swan song. I wanted the movie to be extremely meta, and it was. The movie that Randall is making plus plot points in the overall story are pretty much similar to what really happened to Kevin Smith in real life, just looked at through a Kevin Smith lens. I wanted to see many of the characters and or actors from the View Askew-niverse, and I got that too. While it's almost been 30 years since the first movie and you may not be able to get everybody, Smith was able to get plenty of the familiar faces and actors to be in this. Some playing their Clerks characters and some playing new ones. Of course, these characters can't come to life without clever writing behind them. Thankfully, Smith nailed that too. Like all the good movies from this universe, the writing and delivery of that writing is really what makes everything come together. Sure, like the other movies, this one gets really silly, but it also has a big heart behind it. Not only do we get the pop culture jokes as well as the jokes I can't talk about here without getting in trouble, we get to see the conclusion of where Dante and Randall end up after all these years. Similar to Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, these characters had a lot of growing up to do. If you're a fan of this universe, just know that you will love this movie. In my opinion, it has everything that the fans were looking for in the final Clerks movie and then some. So since at the time of this recording I'm supposed to be on vacation, I'm going to end my review with this. Take it away, Dante.
I'm not even supposed to be here today!
That's going to be it for this edition of WAND Presents The Real Geno. As always, I am The Real Geno, Geno Reynolds. Till next time.